Just imagine if you have no constant pain, if you're able to sleep through the night without awakening, if you can use your arm without severe pain, if something simple like opening a door or shaking hands with someone doesn't fill you with fear. Just think of when you can safely get back to work without any pain or discomfort, when you're able to go back to the sport or activities that you love and that give you so much pleasure. If you take my assessment, you will end up at the results page that will show whether you're acute, subacute, non-acute or later stage tennis elbow. Each of these have their own individual programs, and are structured both for the left and right elbows. This video is an example of acute tennis elbow, which is the very early stages when there's a possible inflammatory reaction taking place. The main symptoms of acute tennis elbow are pain and tenderness on the outside of your elbow. You may also feel pain travelling down your forearm, and the pain is made worse when you use your arm. On average, a typical episode of tennis elbow lasts between 6 months and 2 years. 90% of people make a full recovery within a year. How long have you had your pain? Can you afford to wait up to 2 years for it to be pain-free? You can get pain in your elbow even at rest. It can even keep you awake at night. You get pain when writing or when gripping small objects, typing at a keyboard, pain when lifting objects like a coffee cup or pouring a kettle. You get pain when twisting your forearm, such as turning a door handle, opening a jar, using a screwdriver, or using a computer mouse. The consequences of acute tennis elbow are you have fairly constant significant pain. You may be unable to work. You can't take part in your sport, especially if it's a racket sport or a sport that involves gripping a bat or a golf club or other types of gripping such as climbing or judo. Chances are you've tried to find the solution on your own. You may have tried everything and seen no meaningful results. Worse yet, you could have seen your efforts blow up in your face because your elbow pain is now worse. You could try rest, but how easy is it to avoid doing what makes it worse? Complete rest will give your body a chance to start healing. However, complete rest will generally only work in the initial or inflammatory stage. And how do you rest your arm completely? And also you risk using your arm differently and putting strain on your shoulder and neck. Rest doesn't work. Most tennis elbow is considered to be a degenerative condition rather than an inflammatory one. Rest is not helpful. Your arm feels better when rested, but immediately worse when you try to use the arm again, and each time your pain returns, it can feel even worse. You need to perform the correct level of exercises for your degree of injury to stimulate repair of the damaged tissues. If you perform too gentle exercises, you don't stimulate repair. If you perform too vigorous exercises, however, you increase your pain and the degeneration gets worse. Stretching and massage does help the tissues to repair, but you need to combine stretching and massage with the proper exercises to stimulate repair of the damaged tissues, otherwise the pain will return when you use the arm again. Other self-help programs tend to be a one-size-fits-all package, where there's no allowance made for the different types of tennis elbow or for the various stages of recovery from it. 1 or 2 sets of exercises tend to be repeated endlessly, and there is no variation in what you do each day. Many self-help programs are written by someone whose only qualification is that he or she has suffered from tennis elbow. They are not a health professional with experience in designing a graduated rehab exercise program. DIYinjuryrehab.com, however, our exercise program is different. You've carried out a professional assessment that I have designed to get you to this stage. My exercises are what you need to be doing right now for your elbow pain according to the results of your assessment. My rehab program is not designed by someone with no professional experience. It was designed by me, a former physiotherapist with 26 years experience. Just imagine if you have no constant pain, if you're able to sleep through the night without awakening, if you can use your arm without severe pain, if something simple like opening a door or shaking hands with someone doesn't fill you with fear. Just think of when you can safely get back to work without any pain or discomfort, when you're able to go back to the sport or activities that you love and that give you so much pleasure. Please remember my 30-day guarantee. This is a no-risk investment. I have a 30 days, no questions asked refund policy. I'm now about to demonstrate 2 very simple tests which will help you decide whether you have tennis elbow or not. The first one is for your right elbow. Follow these instructions carefully. Straighten the elbow, turn the palm away, cock the wrist, resist with the palm of the other hand. Again, straighten the elbow, turn the palm away, cock the wrist, resist with the other hand. Does that produce pain here? And for those of you who are left-handed, try this. Straighten the elbow, turn the palm away, cock the wrist, resist with the palm of the other hand. If that didn't cause pain, try this one. So, elbow straight, cock the wrist, push the back of the middle knuckle. Elbow straight, cock the wrist, pull the fingers up, push the back of that knuckle. Does that produce pain here? And again for the left arm. Elbow straight, cock the wrist, pull the fingers up, push the back of that knuckle. Does that produce pain here? If either of these tests cause pain in your elbow, then you almost certainly have tennis elbow. And what you need to do now is click on the link below this video. That will take you to the assessment process. On completion of your assessment, I will tell you whether you have acute, subacute, non-acute or later stage tennis elbow. At this point you will have the option of buying exercises. The videos you're watching just now are a random selection of these exercises. In the program, if you have to repeat 10 repetitions of an exercise, you'll be shown 10 repetitions of an exercise. All you do is follow what's happening in the video. You will then be given a rest period. This is an example of a rest period for 15 seconds and it counts you down through. Then it goes down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At this point you're ready to start your next exercise. This is an example of one of the exercises. It's called eccentric supination. You will be taken through 10 repetitions of this exercise. Be told to take your band over your hands, stretch and let the forearm come over. Every day, twice a day, you will be sent an email containing 10 minutes worth of exercises. Generally, these exercises arrive for 10 consecutive days. Some of the programs have 15 days worth of exercises. You're able to continue the exercises at your own pace. You can take rest days if required. So again, what you need to do now is click on the link below this video. Sign up in the email space and start the assessment process. And you'll be able to do exercises that will take away your tennis elbow pain. So, don't delay. Click on the link below and get started. Get rid of your elbow pain.